Well, here I am just trying to do a simple spark plug change on my Ford Transit, and I got through everything except for one of these coil retention bolts that ended up breaking, particularly because the insert popped out when I was trying to loosen it. And as I tried to remove that, it snapped. So now I can't get that out of there. There's just not enough meat on that to grab hold of it. The hole looks pretty good yet. That is the hole there, and that's what it's supposed to look like there. Apparently there's no official fix for this, so I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. The current line of thinking is to actually convert this into a stud. Take a socket head, this is stainless, and JB Weld it in there like that, and then that would become a stud. This material, I don't know if I can tap onto that to put a helicoil in there or any other option. And if I was going to do the tap, I think what I would do is, or rather if I was going to do the socket head, put some grooves on these edges so the JB Weld can hold on to it. And I've already created one of those, so it's got some grooves in there. And then I also ground a flat on top so I can grab that side with a wrench or something if I have to for loosening it or tightening it, since I'm going to use a locking nut on that. Particularly a locking nut on stainless, sometimes they could be really tight or bind. So that's my current line of thinking. Okay, I decided to go the stud route. So I'm going to try to put this in and put some spacers in here. Essentially this side is the side that I want to go down into the hole. And just trying to make sure that it gets in far enough that it seats all the way down as far as possible. And I'm going to put that into the coil so that it can align. I'll wipe this out with, I've already sprayed it out with compressed air really well. Just taking some alcohol in here, cleaning out that hole as best as I can, and trying to get a good clean surface for the JB Weld. So while that's setting up, I'm going to go ahead and put together, so I'm going to take into the coil. Again, you really want to make sure that this gets aligned well, because if that is off, it's not going to get the coil out. So I'm going to use the coil itself for holding it all together. That's just the spacer there, which I probably don't need in the end, but hoping that it just helps push that in. And then these are just some nuts on there to hold that. Put the coil in, get that lined up in there, and hopefully that will be all it needs to fully align that. Okay, it looks like that has dried. Go ahead and mix up some JB Weld here. Oh, I'll put a rag in here. I don't want to risk getting JB Weld in that port anywhere. Okay. Just in case I don't want to drop something or put JB Weld in there. Mix that up. A little tricky getting it all in there, I think, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, as feared, this is going to be a little difficult to get in there. There we go, not too bad. Actually, it took a lot more than I thought. Probably you want to be a little careful with how much I put in there, but I want to make sure it's enough. There we go. That should do. All right. Take this out. Clean up that. Looking pretty good, I think. And then, okay. So again, we got this on the coil all ready to go. It's the anchor side. Take that and squeeze it on in there. Just making sure it's bottomed out as best I can. Okay. So just to give you a couple more angles on that. Fortunately, this is the easiest, maybe the second easiest or the easiest one to work on. If it was one of those in the back, this would not be as fun. Alright, so we'll let that cure 24 hours. We'll look at it tomorrow. Alright, it's been about 12 hours now, so we'll take a look and see how this came out. It feels strong. Okay, and that washer is stuck on there, which was half expected anyway, so that's quite okay. I like it, and that is good and strong. Sweet. That will do. Alright, so it's been 24 hours and time to put this back together, finally. So this is still good and solid. Put the, to get some dielectric in on the coil. Slide that in there. Okay, there's a lot of thread here. I wasn't too happy with having to run a stainless steel locking nut down that whole thing, so what I decided to do is I'm going to put a spacer there. So we got a washer and a spacer, just so I don't have to run that nut all the way down that thing, because these stainless steel nuts on stainless steel tend to bind easily. So I'm also going to slather on here a lot of anti-seize to absolutely prevent that from this washer from this nut from seizing on there. Another washer there. And then that nut there. Normally I would drive this on with a power driver, but again, you really want to feel this and be careful. Make sure that first the JB Weld is holding and that we don't seize that nut. So then basically start over. And by having a spacer on there, if this nut does seize at some point in the future, it would be able to be cut off and there would still be some thread left. Okay, so I'm also not going to put that at full torque. This is really just to hold it in place. Since that's a locking nut, I don't think it has to really be torqued because it's not like holding it on there. Okay, that looks good. Go ahead and put the connector back on. This is the one disadvantage to doing this stud, is that whenever you have to remove this injector, you're gonna have to take off the connector too. Isn't a whole lot of fun to do. There we go. Okay. All the way on. Looks good, I'm happy. Give that a go.